Requesting character reference letters. Hello and thank you for tuning in to my video series, Indicted and Facing Prison, Now What? My name is Mark Blattstein. In 2006, I too was indicted and convicted of a felony and lost my medical license. To call this a life-altering event, at best, was an understatement. With work, though, after release, I was able to get my license reinstated in full and practice medicine again in 2010. The lesson: prison is temporary. So eventually you'll be returning to halfway house and then at home. So how are you going to prepare for all that? My goal in the series is to provide you with the information you'll need to survive and navigate these times, because knowledge and preparation together is going to help you build back the confidence you had, because you're going to need it through this process. We're all in agreement that you've heard the Department of Justice and the FBI have been asking questions. Maybe they've knocked at your front door, your office door, or they've sent you a target letter. Either way, by this time, their case is mostly complete, and they are pushing a conviction rate of close to 98%. So delaying to act is at your peril. What do you need to do? You need to find yourself a federal criminal defense attorney who practices in federal court. And hiring this team doesn't mean that you're not just looking at experience, but they also need to prove to have a proven track record of successfully defending cases like yours. Lastly, but not last, is that it needs to be a good fit for you. You need to feel comfortable with the attorneys that are working with you, because this is a marriage, and the goal is to help you get the least possible sentence out of the judge, and it's going to require a lot of effort on both your parts. Should you have questions, please do not hesitate to call and consider engaging in my services at 240-888-7778. This is your life and your future. My hope is that you learn a little bit from these different YouTube videos. These letters support one's character. They're not to tell the judge how to sentence you. They include individuals that know you've broken the law and have known you for a long time. It can come from family, friends, community, religious leaders. And again, they're not offering sentencing recommendations to your judge. Should a potential employer be willing to write a letter that states they're willing to hire you after release from prison due to your character and your skills? This is a great letter and should be included in your pre-sentence report, memorandum, and release plan. If you can get a couple of these, that would be great. Chances are they're going to be at high minimum wage. And it's important to keep in contact with these individuals, because business in general changes. It gets better and worse over time. If you're already at this point and don't have the time to wait for my future videos, then give me a call and we can discuss your situation one-on-one. Once again, my number is 240-888-7778. Halfway house job letter should include. So if you have someone before sentencing that's willing to give you a character reference letter stating that they're willing to hire you, first of all, is this job close to where you work, or to the halfway house? And if it is, then the letter should include they know you're going to prison and that you've just been released from prison, and they're still willing to hire you. Your job will keep you. They should state that your job's going to keep you in one place where probation or staff from the halfway house can show up unannounced and find you. Your pay will be X number of dollars an hour, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. And it can include the manager's name and phone number, and states that they will be available to speak with halfway house and probation as needed. How they know you and how long they've known you should also be included, but we've covered that. And then what they think of you. In at first glance, they probably think a lot of you, because they're giving you a second chance at a job after you're released. Who do you ask for these letters? Relatives, religious leaders, volunteer organizations, employers, again, especially if they're willing to hire you. You can request 10 or more letters and keep reminding people that you're asking, because people have, life goes on and people have other things they're doing. It's not that they don't want to write it. It just may be that life got in the way. Then when you have all the information that you're going to need to give to your lawyer, this includes the character letters, your personal narrative, release plan, all the biographical information that you need, give it to your attorney in several different files in one email at one time. For individuals writing these letters, they shouldn't include their personal information, phone number, address. But if it's coming from a business, that contact information is allowed. And you want to start asking for these letters as soon as possible. To engage my services or have your concerns answered, call me today at 240-888-7778. This is my personal cell phone. I answer and return all calls. Also, if I don't pick up, please leave me a brief message. Additionally, you can get all this information and much more at no charge on my website at pprsus.com. That's P as in Paul, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, US.com. Also known as Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. I appreciate you tuning in today, and I hope you found this helpful. Have a good day.